Take a moment. It's okay. It's all right. Nursing school gonna be there, but your mental health will deteriorate faster than you can blink your eyes. So yes, take care of you. Do not ignore. Hey y'all, it's your girl Dominica, aka Nurse Nakia. I'm back with a new video. If you're new here, I'm the nurse that's in nursing school, and if you're not new here, hey girl, hey, or guys. Okay, in today's video, y'all, we basically finna talk it out, chop it up. I'm finna give y'all five things to avoid when you're in nursing school, okay? So let's hop right into the video. Okay, y'all, so number one, please please avoid cramming, okay, y'all? Y'all already knew that was coming in at number one, right? And I'm finna give y'all the rundown of why you need to avoid cramming in nursing school. Now, I get it. If it's the last minute, you know what I'm saying, you've been busy all week, this is your last resort, make that your last resort. But cramming in nursing school is not good at all. It's not beneficial. It does not help you succeed the way you want to succeed when you're in nursing school. Because when you cram, what are you doing? You going based off memorization, okay? You're going based off memorization when you cram. Only thing you gonna know for the test is what you memorize when you cram. Nursing school is all about what? Critical thinking. You know this when you first come into nursing school. They teach you how to critically think, because that's what you will be doing the whole way through nursing school, is critically thinking, right? Right. So when you cramming for an exam, like I said before, you moving off memorization, and that's not going to help you. You need to know how to critically think when you're in nursing school. That's it. That's all, period. Okay, so that's number one on the list. And like I said before, if you've been moving different all the last couple weeks and you just had a really hard week, because it happens, we humans, we got lives outside of school, and you have to cram as the last resort, just know to keep that as the last resort. Make that your last option, okay? Moving on to number two, ignoring self-care. Yes, y'all knew that was gonna make the list, right? We talk about this all the time over here on this channel. Please don't ignore self-care, because if you are not properly taking care of yourself, and when I say that, I mean far as getting enough sleep. And no girl, 4 hours is not enough sleep. We can't think and operate off 4 hours of sleep. I know we got busy lives, but you gotta try to pour into yourself a little bit more. We automatically need 8 hours of sleep. If you ain't getting the 8 hours of sleep, all right, we could settle for 7. But when you start falling towards 5 and 4 hours of sleep, that's kind of shaky. So let's try to stay away from that. Also, poor nutrition. When we in nursing school, we eating on the go. We already busy. We ain't got time to sit down and have an adequate breakfast or a proper lunch. We don't have time to do so because we're constantly on the go. But again, you have to pour into yourself. When you in nursing school, you gotta take care of you. So please make sure you eat a proper diet. Make sure you get proper amount of sleep. And most importantly, take care of your mental health. If you feel that you've fallen by the wayside, take a moment. It's okay. It's all right. Nursing school gonna be there, but your mental health will deteriorate faster than you can blink your eyes. So yes, take care of you. Do not ignore self-care, okay? Okay, y'all got that? All right. Moving on to number three, y'all. Poor time management, all right? Again, that is something that we always talk about on this channel, because proper time management is very important. So please avoid poor time management. And what I mean by that, you know how your schedule or how your day, how you operate throughout the day. You still need to find that designated time and place where you can sit down and properly study, okay? Manage your time. If you got kids that you need to take care of, do all those good things, those nice things for your family when you can fit them in, and make sure you have that time set aside for yourself where you can properly study, where you okay, y'all, so basically I say all of that to say this: failing to plan ahead will leave you feeling stressed. It will leave you feeling burned out. It will leave you on the verge of trying to do everything at the last minute, which brings on anxiety. So these are things that we do not want to do. And all of this is because of poor time management, right? Right. So please take heed to that. Write it down. Make it stick. Just hear me when I say this. You need to plan properly to prevent poor performance, okay? It actually was a saying like that. I can't remember. I can't remember, but it was actually some kind of a saying like that, guys. But please plan properly to just to get yourself one up, okay? Moving on, y'all. Number 4, not asking for help. Okay, so this kind of rubs me the wrong way, because a lot of people will not ask for help in nursing school because of the fear of feeling embarrassed. It is okay to ask for help when you're in nursing school. Why? Because none of us never did this before. We have never did this before. So we are really lost in the sauce, whether you want to believe it or not, especially for those students or are in a class and your instructor is lecturing and you are just not comprehending anything that she is saying. You are not picking up anything that she is putting down. Please ask questions, okay? And even if you don't want to ask questions in class, you can always pull her to the side after class, wait till your classmates leave, whatever the case may be, and say, hey, I didn't quite understand this concept, or I didn't quite understand what you mean by this, that, and the third. You have to ask questions, because if you didn't understand it in lecture, you're not going to understand it when exam day comes, okay? That makes sense, right? Also, you don't have to only ask your instructor. If it's someone else in your class, you have a classmate who seems to be progressing along pretty well and they understand the material that is being put out, ask them to break it down to you. It doesn't matter who you ask questions from, long as you get and comprehend what it is that you need to understand for exam day, because that's all that's going to matter, what you score on exam day. That's like the highlight. You need to know this information for your exam day, all right? Moving along, last but not least, number 5. Not skimming through or reading your chapters or going over those PowerPoints before class start. And this is kind of like, it's on the borderline, because a lot of people say, yeah, no, I don't really want to, look at the PowerPoints before class. It's pointless, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm speaking from experience, all right? Let me give it to you on my take. So, at one point in time, not purposely, I wasn't able to go through all of my PowerPoints or even skim through the chapters or whatever. I had an extremely busy week with my family, and just a lot going on, right? So I wasn't able to just really sit down and look through those chapters before lecture day, right? So when I got to class and the instructor was up there lecturing, everything that she was putting out just sounded like jarble. I wasn't receiving it. I wasn't receiving it. I didn't understand it. I didn't know exactly where she was going. I didn't know how to understand. It was not a good look, okay? All because I didn't go over the material before lecture day, right? So listen to this though. Later on down the road, lecture day come about. I had a little bit of free time. I did my proper time management. I sat down and I read. I ain't gonna say I read the chapters, but I kind of skimmed through it, okay? Ain't nobody reading 15, 16 chapters. Okay? So I actually sat down, looked through the PowerPoint, skimmed through the chapters, really took my time with this, right? Not too much, but just enough. So once I finally got to class and she began to lecture and go over certain things, my mind was receptive to the information that was being put out, okay? It was familiar to me, all because I skimmed through those chapters, or I skimmed through that PowerPoint. The information was more familiar to me and I was able to understand everything that she was putting out. I was picking up what she was putting down, okay? So a little side note there. I believe that's pretty much everything. That sums up everything that you should avoid while you're in nursing school, okay? And hopefully this video helped you guys, and if it didn't, come back next week. Come back next week and we're gonna talk it out, okay? Per usual, all right? Y'all stay motivated, stay blessed, and I will see y'all next week. Bye.